So you want to start a fast growing YouTube channel in 2022? Well, I was in your shoes literally a year ago, and I want to show you exactly how I got this one video to over 500,000 views. And this video brought me my first 1,000 subscribers, and one little secret about the video is that I literally had 170 subscribers when I first published it. But of course, the first couple videos I had on the channel didn't go anywhere, even though this is what I thought the start of the channel was going to look like. What? I feel like I could do this. This looks so easy. Okay, and the video is now live. All right, well, I'm just gonna see how this is gonna do in like an hour.
1 hour later.
Okay, let's see how the video is doing. Oh my God. We just hit 1 million subscribers, are you kidding me? And as you guys can see, we have just hit 1 million subscribers. I just wanna thank all of you guys so much because I couldn't have done it without any of you. Yeah, that's not really how it works. If you're thinking that you're just gonna magically grow your YouTube channel, then you are sadly mistaken because I thought the exact same thing when I started this channel. I will say it would have been a lot easier if I had my free 1,000 subscriber guide. It breaks down a simple 6-step process that's gonna help you get your first 1,000 subscribers, and you can download it in the description below.
I thought just because I grew a channel previously to over 50,000 subscribers that my new channel would magically grow, and guess what? It didn't. I wanted to grow my channel as fast as possible while avoiding all the mistakes so I wasn't wasting any time, because I was stuck in my 9-to-5 job and I was anxious to get out of it. So if I didn't grow fast, then it would take me so long to quit my job. And this led to my first massive mistake, which was avoiding all the mistakes.
If there's one thing that I learned about doing anything new or difficult in life, it's that you want to fail as fast and as often as possible at the start. And trying to avoid all of this is just a bunch of bullshit. Because at the end of the day, success doesn't teach you anything. Only failure does.
Yes, it is possible to look at all the other channels in your niche and try to avoid some of the things that they failed to do. But I don't care who you are and how much research you do, failure is going to punch you right in the face, and the only thing that matters is if you get back up and keep going. On this journey, you're gonna fail publicly, and you have to get comfortable with that. But at the end of the day, you'll eventually pick up on what works, and it'll be so satisfying to know that you did make it through all of the hard times. It wasn't just given to you, you literally earned this. So these are the 3 first videos that I put on my channel, or at least this current channel, and you can see the first one being how to get your first 1,000 subscribers. I knew that this was the topic that a lot of different creators in my niche were doing, and it was able to get them a lot of views, so I thought I'm gonna do the exact same thing. And of course, as you can see, even though it has 4,600 views now, it didn't have that at the start. The first 2 or even 1 day, it had 48 views. And then it basically just flatlined. You can see a massive flat curve for the first probably 400 days. It wasn't able to get over 500 views in about 400 days. So that's over a year after it was already initially published, showing you that my first video didn't do anything. The second video that I uploaded here was YouTube is hiding the truth about the Coppolas. That's something that was trending back in 2019, and you can see the first couple days it had about 83 views, which was a lot more than usual for my channel. But once again, it just completely flatlined for my channel until one of my videos got picked up about a year later. That's when I started to get traction on the channel. My third video was how to grow with 0 views and 0 subscribers on your YouTube channel. And you can see the first day it was able to get about 39 views, which was one of my worst ones. But really, just comparing all the videos, it really doesn't matter because none of the videos did anything. And you can just see that every single upload that I uploaded at the beginning of this channel, it was failure after failure after failure. But that doesn't mean you stop. That's when I had to figure out, okay, this stuff isn't working for me, and I need to figure out exactly what is going to work for me. And even coming from another YouTube channel, and I figured out exactly what worked for that specific channel, doesn't mean that's what's gonna work for my new YouTube channel. And I have to say, it still did take me a little bit to figure out exactly how to get views in this specific niche, but exactly why didn't these videos take off in the first place? First, I couldn't make more than 1 video per week because I had absolutely no time during the work week. I could only film on the weekends, but I always did manage to squeeze in some script writing and making thumbnails while I was supposed to be making calls or sending emails at work. But don't tell my old manager. Second was that I tried to make generic videos that all my other competitors already did. I would sit down and say the same couple tips that they did. Look at this. Seriously? Is that the best you can do? That's why they just didn't end up getting any views at all. I didn't take any time to really understand the audience I was making videos for. And that's the first thing I really needed to do, or anyone starting a brand new YouTube channel. Obviously, your niche is going to give you basically a general idea of exactly who'd be interested in your type of content. So I knew that I was going after YouTube creators that wanted to grow their channel. I needed to understand exactly what my audience was going through and exactly how they were feeling going through these specific problems. And I found out the best way to find out this information is to actually hear it from my target audience themselves. But the big problem was I was too small to survey any audience, so obviously I couldn't do that. But then I thought of the best next way to find it out, and that's by going to the biggest channels in your niche and looking at their comment section. It's literally a gold mine. So you can see that I would be going into my close competitor's channel. So we can look at Think Media here, and I would go into one of his most popular videos, let's say first 1,000 subscribers video. And then I would just go down in the comment section and I would just look for as many comments that basically specifically say why someone really enjoyed this video, what problems or struggles were they going through, and this video helped them relieve those pains, all that kind of stuff. I was just going through and looking through and trying to find any little tidbits I could find about my specific audience and what they specifically enjoyed. This comment right here is a perfect example. So you can see right there, we got a little bit of information about this specific creator right here. She's feeling hopeless and sad, and she's spending all this money on her videos and all this time editing, all that kind of stuff. That's all information you can gather for this. And she's basically just giving you a great idea of exactly what she's going through and which tips specifically really helped her out in this video. And now what I used to do is I would literally go through these comments too, and I would write down anything that they would say, all these little key points, and then I would go through and try to validate it again by seeing, is there somebody else that said the exact same thing? Is there somebody else that had a similar experience or had a similar experience with a specific tip that Sean shared in the video? And that's where I'm getting all of this data and just making sure and backing up exactly who I think the specific audience that I'm going after is. Now, I didn't stop here and think that the comments were going to give me the full picture, because it doesn't work like that. Instead, I found out at the start, you have to guess and use stereotypes. The first reason why is because at this point, YouTube Analytics didn't give me any data on my audience and tell me who they were or where they were from. So I wrote down exactly what I thought my audience wanted, what their struggles were, what their day-to-day life was like, and what were their habits. Once I completed this, I had a clear picture of the exact person and what they wanted to see. And by doing this, I no longer wondered what to say in a video. Instead, I knew exactly how to approach every single video because I knew what that person wanted to see and the result they were going after. Now that I had a clear picture of exactly who I was making videos for, then came the part where I needed to make a video on a topic that I knew would perform well. So I looked at some of the top channels in my niche like Nick Nimmin, Think Media, and even vidIQ. And I saw a couple topics that had a lot of attention around it. The topic was how to promote your brand new YouTube channel. Now here's the thing, it wasn't as easy as me just going and making that video, because as I looked at everyone doing this specific topic that I was gonna do and seeing all the views that they got on it, I had a little bit of imposter syndrome at first. Because I was looking at it and I said to myself, well, look at these guys. These guys are way better than I am right now, and they've already had so much success with this topic. Maybe I shouldn't do a video on this. I felt like I didn't have anything unique to say or anything unique to really show in my video, so why would anybody waste their time watching me? But I eventually just found out that that's just all the fear in my head talking, and I'm trying to talk myself out of doing something really difficult. And that's something that you have to do with yourself. You have to tell yourself, no, I need to push past this fear, and I need to make this video even though all my competitors have already put their spin on it. Instead, I decided to watch everyone else's video on this topic and see exactly what their biggest tips were. This way I knew what had already been done, so I'm not reiterating the same thing. Instead, I can make a video that told my perspective and how I was able to promote my own channel. By doing this, I completely changed my mindset from thinking this topic is oversaturated to looking at oversaturation as an advantage, because I let the the other creators tell me exactly what not to do, so I could get creative and start showing my side of the story. And let me show you exactly which video this was. It's the 5 free ways to promote your brand new YouTube channel. And you can see at the start when I first posted this video, it basically was the exact same as my other videos. You can see the first day it got about 39 views. Not that many views right off the bat, but you can see just within 90 days it starts to pick up traffic, and it already had 19,000 views, and today it has over 514,000 views and has gained my channel alone 7,800 subscribers, which just shows you that this video did really well. But why exactly did this video do so well? Well, it's because of the click-through rate. You can see right here, it has an 8.4% click-through rate in YouTube search. Now, why exactly did it get such a high click-through rate? Well, if you look at all the other videos that my competitors did in my niche, you can see that none of them teased the amount of views that they could potentially get by watching this specific video. I basically went in there and I said, you know what? I promoted my videos in the past and they've gotten a lot of views. So I showed exactly how many views they got within the thumbnail, and that's why this video did so well. So this right here proves that even if you are a small creator and you're in a niche that's extremely oversaturated, that does not mean that you can't think outside the box and come up with a new idea that no one's ever done and stick out in your own niche. Clearly, I proved that you can do that. Even though when I posted this video, I only had 170 subscribers on the channel, and it continues to get views for me even today. Once I proved to myself that I could get views in this niche, I then kept publishing videos the next 6 months. And eventually I grew my channel to the point where I could take a risk in my life and quit my job. And I have to say, to this day, I have never looked back. And all the excuses that I made of why I couldn't do this, or even overthinking, didn't matter because no one has told your story or your perspective in a video before. Sounds corny, but the truth is, as long as you know exactly who your audience is and how your story relates to them, that's all that matters. Your best content is literally all within you. Now, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, in your YouTube journey, you are going to fail a lot, and there's just some mistakes that you cannot avoid. But I will say there are some mistakes that are so easy to prevent, and I talk about them in this video right here. So be sure to click on that video, and I'll see you guys over there. Bye-bye.